Welcome to the Apple Orchard. Join myself and others collecting vintage and not so vintage Apple computers and products. Welcome to the Orchard. In the days and years to come, you'll get a first-hand look at how I found, restored, or just had some fun adding new assets to my vintage Apple computer collection. Let's get to the story and how this obsession started. I'm a music teacher in this island of a small town, nothing in all directions for miles and miles. But being the new guy in town, I had to figure out new ways to fill in the time. So I began helping out the custodial staff in the evenings at the school. This required hours of me being by myself, cleaning toilets. Hey, I didn't say it was glamorous. So I began listening to audiobooks and great business leaders, and I stumbled upon a book by Jay Elliott and William L. Simon called iLeadership: The Steve Jobs Way. I didn't really know who Steve Jobs or Steve Wozniak was at the time, or even suspected how much these men helped form the world we live in today. But Steve Jobs intrigued me. We both had the same sort of focused drive. If we get an idea in our head, it had to be done. It's not just getting this channel or blog together. This focused drive is one of the main reasons why I made my goal being a professional teacher, which only took a smidge over 20 years. I definitely made some bad decisions and had some bumps along that path, but I digress. So during this time, scrubbing the toilets, I sought out more books about Steve Jobs, and I found an audiobook, Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, which told Steve Jobs' life, wisdom, mistakes, personality, so on and so forth. And I became intrigued in early designs of Apple products. I went on the Craigslist and found a guy selling 3 Apple G5s, if you know what those are. All in non-working condition, of course. And I knew virtually nothing about these machines either, other than they look cool with the big Apple logo on the side. Then I can pick them all up for $40. Side note, my way of learning is just jumping straight into the deep end of the pool. I'm just too stubborn to drown. I never worked on computers before. How a computer functions, difference between IDE drive, a SATA drive, operating systems, RAMs, what's the purpose of all that stuff? Computer technology was a new journey for me, but after a million YouTube videos, forums, and hands-on and trial and error with these newly acquired G5s, I could see Steve Jobs in this beast of a machine, and it was just mind-blowing. How the components were laid out, the airflow to ease the customizing to the repair of the machine, a masterpiece. The day I got one of these G5s to give that Apple chime, the most beautiful sound in the world, I was hooked. Too bad they left that PowerPC architecture behind for the more modern Intel architecture, but that's a discussion for another day. I thought I would document myself, for myself and others, learning new skills, repairing, restoring, acquiring these pieces of history, which become adventures in themselves. As you can see in this mess, much more to come. Welcome to the Orchard.